You were going to share with us, may rest in peace, the story of Toker when you first met him.
Yeah, I was at the G spot in El Monte. Yeah, I'd already been working with Tony G and a lot of his artists, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I've been doing things, you know, but he tells me, he goes, hey, he goes, I had met Eazy already, and Eazy was good with me, man, you know? And he says, hey, Eazy's got these artists, man. They're like a Mexican NWA. They want you to do a jam with them. They heard about you, and they want you to do some stuff with them. You know, the guy's name's Toker, and he's got a homie named Danger. And so they came in. When I first saw Toker, you know, like I said, I was a gangster at one time. You know what I mean? But I had mellowed out by that point. You know what I mean? But I knew the lingo. That's why they had led up to have me doing all these hooks, because I knew what to say. I mean, I lived it. You know?
Yeah.
And I saw Toker and I said, whoa, that's a real one. I spotted it right there, and Danger came behind him. Real motherfuckers. These guys ain't rappers. These guys are real gangsters. Because I worked with other gangster rappers. These guys are real. You know. And it just kind of was thrown back. And he came in and he was a straight boss. He was like, hey, homie, Toker, man. And Danger's like, big Danger, you know. And he just looked like he didn't like me. You know, big Danger. I don't want to fuck with any of them fools, you know. But still, I mean, you know, we weren't tripping like that, you know. And Tony introduced us, and Toker comes up, he pulls me to the side. Oh no, right there in front of everybody. Me, him, Tony, Danger was in there. And he goes, hey, homie, he goes, I just lost my brother. They murdered him. He goes, I'm pretty hurt. I want to do this song in his tribute called Rest in Peace. And Tony had made a track, or I think Toker wanted it. And maybe that was the one that they strong-armed to get. I don't know. Right. Love Between a Boy and Girl. But so I heard the track. I go, that shit's dope. And I go, what do you need from me, bro? He goes, I want you to just know what I'm telling you, man, and do what you do, bro. You know? And I said, I got you, dog. And at the time, at the G spot, the vocal booth was in the closet. Mm-hmm. So I went into the closet, I closed it, and I felt his pain, dog. And I looked in his eyes and I saw the pain. And I thought to myself, if that was my brother, I'd be so devastated.
Yeah.
If that was my little brother, I'd be so devastated. And I just got the knack for feeling people's pain like that sometimes. I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess it's because I feel for people, you know. I know there's a word for it. I can't think about it. And so when I went in that booth, and I thought back to my days on the streets, and I applied that. I thought back to how would I feel, you know. And that's when, and Tony's the one who says, hey, what do you think about doing, you know, because Tony would come up with a lot of the hooks too, you know.
Yeah.
You know, sweet memories, you know, and of my brother, they feel so wonderful. And we both worked, me and Tony always worked the hooks out, you know. That's what I did. We did the harmonies. And when it came down to doing the ad-libbing, that's when I really felt this pain, you know. And I was all, you know, when I did the ad-libbing, and I remember back when we would get into fights, when we would go to places, you know what I mean, and things would happen, me and the homies would be like, hey, homie, back to back. I said, my homeboy Midget would be like, back to back. And then we'd go back to back, and we'd throw down like that, you know.
Yeah.
So that's when I threw in that back to back, like we used to. And all the homies, en mi corazón, carnal. You know what I mean? We did all that. And I was hoping that I did the right thing, you know.
Yeah.
And I got out of there, and it was hot like this, you know. It was hot, hotter than this. And you come out sweating out of that motherfucker. And I came out, and Toker, he shot straight at me. And he had tears in his eyes. he shook my hand. He goes, "Hey, homie, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for putting your corazon into that." And I said, "I feel it, dog. I feel it." He goes, "From now on, you're down with us, homie. We're down with you. You're down with us." I said, "I'm down, bro. That's cool. I'm down with it, bro. Whatever you need me to do, I'm here, bro." And even Little Danger, who didn't like anybody, Big Danger, I'm sorry, Spencer, Big Danger, he came over, he goes, and he was tall, man. He was a tall, skinny cat. He goes, "Hey, homie, we got you, homie." That was badass. I said, "Gracias, man. Thanks." And that's how it went, bro. And
Awesome.
Feed Me Memories, or well, not Feed Me Memories, rest in peace, you know.
Yeah.
For his brother.
Did you continue to work with them after that?
Yes. We did a few more songs. You know, they wanted me to do. I think on that East Side Drama, I must have came out in how many songs, Gio? About 4 songs on that? 5 songs? 4 songs on that. Yeah.
Okay. And what year was that you met him?
That was about 93, I think, man. Because shortly after that, they introduced me to Wicked.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. He looked wicked. I looked and I said, "This motherfucker looks wicked." And I said, "Oh, man." And when I heard Wicked's voice, I was like, "Oh, shit, this guy, he's badass, man." And like I said, that's when we did So Rough, So Tough with him, yeah. And it was bad. It was a badass time, man. And Eazy, you know, he would be there, man. And Eazy would be like, "Hey, man," you know, they break off some dough.
Yeah.
"You need any more, Rich?" "Yeah, I can use it." There you go, man.
You know, one thing that a lot of people may not know or do know, but if you can elaborate a little bit on it. I know Eazy had a lot of love for Raza.
Yeah.
You know, and I said this when Wicked was here. I said, you know, for me, I met Eazy in '87, but I was introduced to him as Eric. I didn't. They were first forming NWA.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who he was going to become. You know?
Yeah.
But to me, Eazy had always been a real one.
Yeah.
In 1991, we filmed a video in Venice Beach called "Leave My Crows Alone" by the Hughes brothers, who did Menace to Society, Dead Presidents.
Oh, yeah.
They did our first videos before they did any filming.
Wow.
We invited Eazy, and we didn't think he would come up, and he stayed there the whole fucking video shoot.
Yeah.
He came and chilled with us.
Yeah.
You know, he had love for us. So, any Eazy-E stories that you could share? I guess him being in the studio with you guys.
Yeah, man. I mean, I loved Eazy, man. And I wasn't as close to him as Toker was. Toker and him were like black and brown brothers. Tony and him were like black and brown brothers. They were close. Much closer than I mean, I just first started working with them, but then we became pretty cool. Like, we'd see each other, "Hey, dog, how you doing? Everything good?" You know. But they were much closer than I was, you know. Okay. But I remember one time that sticks out in my head. It was maybe about a month before he passed away. I came to the G spot, and me and Julio was in there, and we had weights in there. And Julio used to throw down too, you know, Julio G. And me and him, we started pumping weights in the corner, hitting it. And Eazy was at the board, and he was playing this way out track, man. And he's had his fro out, and he was just bobbing his head. And I look at Julio, and I said, "Hey, dog, what's up with that track sounds, it's fucking bad, dude, but it sounds way the fuck out. What the hell is that, man?" I go, "Is he smoking some of that moon bud that he brings on everybody or what?" Because Eazy brought the moon bud. It wasn't regular. It wasn't from Earth. He brought the good stuff, man. And he had people throwing up in the back sometimes. But and he goes, "Yeah, Holmes." He goes, Julio goes, "Hey, dog." He goes, That's a new song he's got with these dudes called Bone Thugs and Harmony." And that track didn't have no rapping on it yet. He was mixing it. That was Thuggish Ruggish Bone.
Dope. That's fucking
And
hard.
it was beautiful, man. Just seeing him do his thing, man. Just there and just bringing it, you know. He's just ding, ding, ding with his fro.
Yeah.
Ding, ding. And he was about my height, man. He was holding too, man. He didn't look sick, man.
Right.
He didn't look sick.
Right. Yeah.
And a month after that, I go, and he had me. He was working on a deal through Ruthless to Sony Japan for me, for Brownside, for Frost. Slow Pain, I think, was in on that ALT. And there was a lot of dough on the table. From what I understand, there was about $7 million on the table.
Damn.
That the paperwork was already printed up. I needed maybe 2 or 3 songs left on my album to do. I had already did a lot of jams for my own stuff already.
Yeah.
And one day I go to the G Spot to work on some stuff with Tony, and he goes, "Hey dog," he goes, "Eazy's really sick." He said he caught bronchitis, and now he's in the hospital. I said, "Bronchitis?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "All right." I go, "Well, can we go visit?" He goes, "Well, nobody could really visit him right now." And I said, "Okay." He goes, "But," he called me, and he told me, he goes, "Hey, tell Rich to keep working on those songs. We're gonna be okay. To keep working, to knock those last 3 jams out so we can get the steel going. We're going to Japan, you know." And I said, "All right. So let's work, man." So we're working, and I was working with one of the keyboard players from the Daz band at the time. We were working at the Badass Jam. The guy's name was Keith, I think.
Okay.
And we had this beautiful love jam. And so we were working, man. You know, we had a bunch of good stuff. I had ALT on my stuff. And I think I had even Mellow on my stuff, man.
Okay.
Some stuff that I did. And we're working, man. And about a week after that, it seems, I go to the G Spot, man. And Tony's like, "Hey, dog," he goes, "Eazy went into a coma." I said, for bronchitis? What's going on, man? I said, "What's going on?" Tony goes, "We don't know. The doctors ain't saying that but he's really ill, man. He's in a coma, man. So we gotta just lay low for now.
Yeah.
See what's up." And maybe a week after that, it seemed like to me, he was gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all gone. It's all done. It's all over with.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
It was a terrible time, man.
It was a very, very terrible time for me as well too. When I heard it, Theo for 92.3 The Beat had just announced it. And I had just pulled up to the studio in Alhambra, and he had played Boys in the Hood. Woke up quick at about noon, and let me tell you, I couldn't get out the car, bro. It was very fucking heartbreaking. Now, how was your relationship with, as far as Toker is concerned? And when was the last time you spoke to him before he passed away?
Toker?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, those last, I think, 2.5 years, we worked on Banging Stories together and worked on my project together. We had really gotten close, man.
Okay.
Really, even closer than back in the days. You know what I mean? And man, we were like brothers, man.
Okay.
And I would go visit him down there, him and his family, you know, down in Rosarito a lot, you know what I mean? We were going down there. We were working, man. We were knocking jams out. He always had a new track to show me, you know what I mean? And we were doing things, man. And we were gonna knock it out of the ballpark, man. And Toker, he was a unique individual, man. There was nobody like that guy, man. He was just driven, man.
Yeah.
And he told me, and probably not too many people, and I'm not gonna say too much about it.
Yeah.
Because it's I think it's going to be part of the book that they're putting out. But Eazy came to him in a dream, and it was weird when he told me about the dream, and it was crazy, man. And at the end of that dream, I'm not going to talk about what happened because I mean, like I said, I don't want to give it away for the book. Whoever wants to buy the book, but at the end, they're walking up these stairs, and Toker's following him. And he's like, "Hey, hold up, homie. Hold up, man." And he's like, "Nah, man, you know what? Because you got to stay right there now. You can't come any further. That's it." He said, "What I want you to do, man, I want you to keep this shit going. I want you to keep this shit going. Don't let it die. Don't let my legacy or your legacy die. Keep it going." And then when he woke up, he could still smell Eazy, like, you know, he always had new Pendletons, you know, and he could smell a new Pendleton, and that's when he was locked down.
Right.
But there's a lot more in there too. I don't want to give it up, but I mean, it was a crazy story, man.
Awesome. Well, you know what? Eazy-E's legacy will always continue to live on. Rest in peace. Toker's legacy will always continue to live on. Rest in peace, because of Roadium Radio.
I appreciate that. That's much love, brother. Thank you so much for that. Because you see, I'm wearing my Toker tribute shirt because I feel that I'm going to keep on, no matter what happens in my career, singing his praises. Because if it wasn't for him bringing me back out again, I was playing with my band. I was having a good time in the Midnight Cruisers,
Yeah.
Shout out. But I wasn't going to come out and do that shit again, man. He brought me back out, man. He's one of the, I mean, I don't know if I have time to talk about how we got back together again.
Yes, go for it.